Good morning, everyone. Friday. I hope so. Everyone is doing fantastic. We had another TP2 on the last signal. And as I always say, protect your capital, move stop loss to break even, entry points, and book profits on the way. That's the way to keep making profits every day, day in, day out. Lovely day in UK. Let's go, another Friday. Today we just do the morning sessions. Every Friday is only the morning sessions, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. UK time. It's retracing back to TP2. Right now, that trade is risk-free for me. My strategy is booking profits, moving stop loss to break even. Everyone adapts the strategy the way they like, but that's the way I did it and went to TP2 straight away. I can always let a runner, a small percentage of my trades to go TP3, TP4, TP5, but right now I'm okay with TP2 and break even.
Morning, Matthias.
Good morning, Kuwant. How are you doing?
Interesting. So I took another tablet last night, and again, even though I woke up at 4:30 and then it was 6:30, and I looked at the clock with half an eye open, Matthias, and I thought it said 8:34, and I thought, oh my gosh, Matthias. but opened my eyes when it was 6:34, so I missed the first couple of trades. Now, it's really interesting. So before we get another signal, maybe a time for us to... So I took the next trade, and then we got the instruction that the risk-free was for 670. Now, the thing is, I had entered at 4675.
Okay.
And so I did move my stop loss from 4669 to 4670, but it took the stop loss 10-15 minutes ago.
Okay. I always recommend when we have the break even is telling you that point of break even. If I'm positive, I try to book some profits and move the stop loss my entry point. If I'm positive,
but it hadn't. So I think it moved a couple of times, but it was. I don't mean to sound, but it was. I think I only saw it move up to 7 pence, and yes, I could have taken 7 pence. Because that's how minimal from 6.5, where I entered at 4.65.
Okay.
Because that was my entry was 4.675.67. So it did once or twice, but it never moved more than that. And if I had closed it and then it had gone up, I would have been out of the trade. It's that decision you have to make, isn't it? Because you don't know.
I think so. When he talking about break even, the best way is to protect yourself, on my opinion.
Yes. Yeah.
I always move my stop loss to that point he's telling me, even
And
if it's 10
I did
pips, 20
as
pips.
well. I did as well. So if I had left it to the first stop loss, I would have lost a little bit more. So
Yeah.
it protected me in as I moved it to the risk-free instruction. So therefore, I lost less.
Yeah, I think so. Look, it's one decision. You can either put the stop loss he's telling you, the break even.
Yeah.
On your case will be stop loss. On his case will be break even. Sometimes I have better entry than him,
Yes.
than the signal. Sometimes I don't.
Yes.
But then I always approach the same way. I will move my stop loss to that point.
Yes.
And if I'm positive, I will book some profit straight away.
Yes. Yeah. I like I said, it literally, and I'm giving the figure, not the percentage. When it went above where I entered, it was 7 pence. And 7 pence is, I could have saved it and then I wouldn't have lost any of it, but I would have been out of the trade. It's that decision, isn't it? Because you don't know which way it's going to go. But that's all right. It's all still a learning curve. It is still learning,
but
isn't it?
Do the same approach all the time.
Yeah.
That will help you to keep doing the same thing over and over and make that mechanical approach.
Yeah. And so so then he sent the buy limits, didn't he?
Yeah.
So this is
Don't put a sell on buy limits.
Well, it's really funny. I usually don't. I wait for it to come down, So what I did? I put a buy limits, but I put it on 66 because the range was 4669 to 4663. So I put a buy limits at 4666.
Okay.
And I put in, and then when it came down to 69, I entered.
The first layer, yeah.
Yes, when it came down, I entered, and I was watching it, and then it did come down to about 67, I think. It didn't come down to 66, so it didn't take my limit order. So, but what I had done, because my lot size, Matthias, is 0.03. The trade I was telling you about was 0.03 because I put the layer in, because I took, if it had taken the 4666, that would have been my best entry.
Yeah.
So I put that to 0.02. And so when it came to 69, I entered 0.01. So my lot size is still 0.03.
Okay.
And then it moved up to TP1. So I took the TP1 on where I entered.
Yeah.
And then then it hit TP2. Whereas my limited or place or limit I had put to TP2, and if it had got 66, I would have taken some at TP1, and I would have moved my stop loss to break even, and would have let the next one go to TP2. But this time, because I just took it at the 0.1. It was still okay, and I've deleted.
It's money.
And I'm learning.
Yeah.
And I'm learning. It's just what it is.
Yeah. And it's
the
money.
Yeah.
Money is money. Yeah. You book the profit. I think so. The key here is to keep doing it and keep booking profit.
But it does make it interesting as you're learning.
Yeah. As you can see here, straight away, nearly touch your entry point because went to 67.
Yes, it did. It went to 67.
That is. Yeah, that if you see that graphic on the screen now, that is the last signal. the last
Yes.
buy limits.
Yes. Yeah.
And we're nearly heading to TP3 now.
Yes. And I could have left my 69 entry, but you don't know. But I'd put my
No.
69 entry as 0.01 because I'd put the best entry at 66 if it hit it,
Yeah.
nearer the stop loss.
It's because of your lot size. To do the partials is quite difficult. You need to have a
Yes.
capital to do the partial.
Yes,
in,
but
in,
at the moment,
in
yeah.
with good manner.
At the moment I can, that's all and that's fine because it's still learning, and as you build I can change my lot size.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get a tissue, Mete.
Okay.
For a second.
Don't worry. As you can see, guys, that it was a signal. We got that signal was 20 to 8 this morning. 20 to 8 this morning, and we are heading to TP3 now. If you want to have those signals for free, please reach out to us. We have a QR code on the top. You can scan. You can go to our bio and check the links on our bios, and you have the number there. You can reach out to Khan as well, and he will guide you step by step, and we will do the onboarding with you, teaching you about MetaTrader 5, teaching you how to place the trades, and we're nearly on TP3 on that one, Khan.
See, isn't it sod's law? But I made some money. I took my money, and that was fine with me.
That's the key. That's the key.
You know,
if you're making your money, that is absolutely the key. And book the profits.
Yeah.
We never know if that go to TP3, TP4, TP5.
Yeah.
And if you learn how to book your profits, don't leave money on the table.
Yeah.
I always tell the same because most of us, we don't do that.
Yeah. No, yes, it was funny that this time I which makes sense that I put the bigger lot size on the best entry. And as we say, I am restricted. I understand that by my lot size, but it has to remain that till I build my capital up.
Yeah.
And then
maybe in the future you can do 0.02, 0.02.
Yeah.
Maybe then you can do more partials.
Yes.
And let the runner to go to TP3, TP4.
Yeah. I thought that.
You need to adapt. You need to adapt and learn about and feel confident what you're doing and do that all the time.
Yeah. Because I did, and I did think about that this morning, and then I thought, just for today, it's the last day of the week, just stick to your 0.03, which I've had, and I've been, playing, adapting with that this week. So
and you can see how relaxed we finish the week. It's just amazing. It's like my target for the day now for that month was 3% a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I reached my target. Yes, I surpassed my weekly target yesterday.
Yeah. So you don't.
Today, today's
a bonus.
Yeah, everything is a bonus. If you were doing the live, I was still taking the trades, of course.
Yeah. Yes.
But if we are not doing that, maybe I can take the day off. Do the business.
Yeah.
Reaching out to people and helping everyone. Do a Zoom meetings 1-to-1.
Yeah. No, I did think, and then I thought it's the last day. Just stick to your same lot size this week. Yeah. And again, this morning is interesting. It has been interesting already in learning. It's all learning.
Maybe you can finish the month with the lot size you're doing. Then next month you try to improve it.
Yes. Yeah.
It's completely up to you. That's the best thing. It's completely up to you. No one's pushing you.
Yeah.
And the risk is in your hands. Every time you press the button, you need to know how much you're willing to lose and how much you want to gain.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. And but every bit of this is learning. It's
Yeah.
something to learn from, and it's something that then can help you adapt and get better.
Yeah, we had a call. Ken was on that call as well with one of our mentors this week on the evening,
Yeah.
and he was telling us most of the time we book the profits so fast, and we let the stop loss go all the way.
Yeah.
Is one thing that we need to learn when we get confidence with the signals, when we are doing over and over and over. It's good to have those runners. It's good to have, even if you book profits early, 80% or 70%, doesn't matter. Booking profits is important, but let that the runner does the hard work. Like now, I just booked my TP3, but was only the runner, because 80% of that I booked between TP1 TP2. And the rest, I can let that run to TP4, TP5 if I think that will go all the way up.
So
otherwise,
how much have you booked? What percentage did you book?
On that one, I booked some news comments for the Brits picture. Is a normal news. I just put the alert for news, then we can see the news coming up on the bottom. Sorry. But yeah, on that trade, I was with 0.20.
Okay.
Then I started to book on TP1.
Yeah.
Then the rest of it I booked on TP2.
Yeah.
And I left only 0.02 to go
which
to
is
TP3.
good. Yeah, which is good. Yeah. Matthias, have you got the chart? What time have you got it on?
Oh, that is the 1 minute.
That's the 1 minute. You know.
Yeah.
You know the ups and downs. When you're looking at it, are you able to kind of see how the trend of, I don't want to call it the trend, but when we think it's going to be a buy, so we put in the buy, you know, at which, on here, are you able to show me how that logic?
Look that right now. We have the retracement here and went up, and that's higher than that one. That point is higher than that one.
Yeah.
That's they call higher, lower, lower, and it's lower, that one. Lower, lower. And that's you draw the trend. You see here?
Yes.
Retracements, and it's going up. Those trends is good to see on the big time frame.
Yes.
If you go to 1 hour, 4 hours, and if you're seeing that lower, higher, that is drawing the trends all the way up.
All the way.
Yeah. And even with small time frames, you can see that straight away. When we are going down, it's higher, lower. But then it's on the another way around. As you can see, retrace and come back. And retrace, come back, and never breaks it. If it's not breaking it, is a trend.
Okay.
And that's you can like follow the trend. And that trend, for you to understand better, that trend is good to check on higher time frames, 1 hour, 4 hours. Then you can see the big trend. And then on those drops, you can place a buy. That is a very easy way to scalping as well.
Okay, because this afternoon we don't have, it's Friday, so after our session now this morning, I'll go to yoga, and then when I come back from yoga, I will study the trading on the 4 hour and the 1 hour.
Yeah, just keep looking the patterns. If we are on the buy, and you have all the way to the bottom, then the trend starts to go up, especially if you have like 2 cycles. The cycles are on 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, you can see the cycles. One cycle, 2 cycles.
Yeah.
That is a big push. Is a big confirmation that the trend is going up.
Okay.
Even because if we are on the buy now, you have 2 cycles.
Yeah.
That's a confirmation for you. That is the trend.
Okay.
Then you can see here straight away what is happening now. We are breaking TP3.
Yeah.
But that is done now. We just wait for the next. Don't enter to the market on that point.
Yeah.
If you're copying the signals, you can keep a TP open for runners, or you can just book your profits and wait for the next signal.
Yeah. I do understand a little bit, because you remember I said on Saturday, I didn't before. I used to think, what is higher, higher, lower, lower, higher, lower?
Yeah,
but I understand it now. I understand it, that when it goes higher than the last spike, it's a higher. When it doesnn't go as high as the last one, it's a higher low, or is it lower high? Whichever way you say it. And then
it's depend of sell or buy.
Yeah, and I understand. So I'm going to this afternoon, as I say, because we don't have a live session this afternoon. I will sit and I will watch that trend to see if, like you've just shown here, if I can identify.
You just keep looking for those patterns, and you will be able to identify straight away. You will see that straight away.
Okay.
Because you're trading for a long time now, you can see the candles. Those patterns is easy to spot.
Yeah.
Then if it's 2 hours uptrend, that means we strong on the buys, and if that helps you to get the overview of the signal as well.
Yeah. I want you to just understand, because I've heard of it. I've heard you guys talking about it. So I want you to just understand, and I get it from how you've explained the. Yeah.
And the best thing on the community we are now, as you can see, our group, we have less than 100 people now copying the signal. But because we divide in small groups, that is trading with Khan, because promoting Khan.
Yeah.
But on our main group, we have more than 3,000 people. That means we will be doing more trainings.
Yes.
Especially with professional traders that people are trading for many years, more than 10 years.
Yeah.
To just kind of explain, do live sessions to explain those things, not giving signals, but try to explain a little bit more deeper on the market.
Yeah.
And then the best thing, you don't need to pay for that. Like I say, the community is for free.
Yeah.
We don't want to charge anything. We just want to give more value for people to be able to understand a little bit more and to take more profits from the markets as well. Because as much as you understand, like now, I closed my last runner here.
Okay.
At TP3. But if you keep that runner running, sometimes you can make the double the money you made with your TP2.
Yeah.
It's just the patience to get the runners do the hard work.
Yeah.
Because that today can go to 47. If I let that run to 47, we never know. But if I let that run to 47, put my stop loss at break even at my entry point. Let's say my entry point was 46.69.
Yeah.
The first entry point. Even though, as you can see, if that doesn't come back anymore today, go all the way up and protect. It's a risk-free trading.
Yes.
And it's powerful when we are talking about the runners and how powerful it is, because it is powerful. Because when you have a risk-free trading, you book your profits. You don't have any attachment, any feelings. You just let that run.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's a great learning curve. It really is. These sessions are great. What's the pivot today, Matthias? What do we think the pivot is? 4725 or will it
You
be?
can see that is the, if you go to daily,
Yeah.
let me take those ones off.
Okay.
Move that. I don't usually put my graphic in 1 hour here, that's why it's a little bit mess, but let's go daily. You can see the points here. You can keep moving your pivot points, but then you have the lower for today,
Yeah.
46, 57, 58,
4,
and the
6,
higher.
4, 6, 57, 58.
Yeah, and then you go to the top and you go to 47, 11.
47.
Those are the higher points and the
Yeah.
lower points. You can put some more things, more indicators. I don't want to put too many indicators.
No,
I used to have pivot points and Fibonacci and also moving averages
yeah.
on the graphic. But because everyone has different things, I don't want to confuse anyone.
No, it would be. I know very little, but where I've heard you and Cam speaking about the pivot.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to maybe in the future I will have a word with Khan. Let's see if we can put more.
But I don't. I think at the moment, while we're all, people like Mark who are much more advanced than me, they would understand it more. At the moment, I still need to understand and get to do this better than I am. You know.
Yeah.
So
no, I completely understand.
Yeah. I kind of understand around it, but Mark would understand more because he's been doing this for over a year now.
Yeah.
But for me, I just understand the basic.
I think so. If you don't overcomplicate, because sometimes we know a lot.
Yeah.
But we don't apply it on the right way, you know?
Yeah. Yes.
I think so. Make it simple.
Yes.
It's good to have the overview. It's good to have all the overview.
And that's why I was asking, because at the moment I still have so much to learn.
Yeah.
And I'm learning that every day, little by little. Even this morning, I said to you how interesting my morning was. And
yeah.
So I wouldn't want to add anything else at this time to learn in depth. It's good to have a basic understanding, but I don't want to start because I need to first perfect and get better at the bit I'm doing at the moment.
Yeah. But like I said to you, look, if you have the overview, you're showing up all the time on the calls and everything, that will help you.
Yeah. It definitely. It's helped enormously. It's helped enormously. Even this morning when I took that trade and I said to you it hit the SL because it never got to TP1. But I remember I was sitting there thinking, I wish I was with somebody else in the room because of the time, it takes. Like we've said, it just offers. It doesn't matter which way it goes. We trust the system.
Good morning, Khan.
Morning, guys. I'm so sorry. I had a total meltdown of technology and all sorts this morning at home.
Don't worry.
Morning.
How are you both?
Good, thank you.
Great.
Yeah. What is this market doing, huh?
Amazing. The last signal, we went to the moon, TP3 and more.
Incredible.
Yeah. We're just talking about the patience and about lot size and the market structure. Higher lows, higher highs, and lower low. But yeah, I will keep that until we get a new signal. When we get a new signal, I clean in that, okay?
Yeah.
I think so is a good idea.
I think so. And I can look at the structure of how it's been while it's still on there.
Building, yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see the stop loss here was perfect. We entered to the zone and went straight away to TP1. TP1 was 72, around that area.
Yeah.
Then 76, TP2, and then TP3. Those are the ones we like to see. But we need to learn how to book profits, because not all the time goes to TP3 and beyond. I think so. You did the right thing, Kuwant. Don't blame yourself. You took TP1.
Yeah.
It's done. The money is on your bank.
I deleted the other layer, which it didn't reach on the stop limit, on the limit by limit. I just deleted the other placed order because it didn't reach there. So
those things you need to learn how to do as well. If we reach TP1, TP2, you still have layering on the bottom. You need to tidy up. You need to clean in all the entry points.
I'm good at that bit.
That's good. Some people they don't do that. Then they blame themselves later on, because that can drop again and activate and go to stop loss.
That bit I'm good at. It's the first thing I did after I ended the TP1, and I deleted the other placed orders. When it reached TP2, I ended the other orders.
That's good.
Yeah.
Let's see. We are, I don't know, TP4 here?
It's at 80. It reached above 84, 70, nearly 85 it might have reached there.
Yeah.
Didn't it?
Yeah, that reached 85,
Yeah.
Okay, it was a great morning so far. Some TPs, we had one stop loss as well, but we covered that stop loss with the last two entries. And the stop loss is just to guide you and to protect you. Don't be afraid of it.
No, it's kind of good, because if it doesn't hit, if you don't put your stop loss and it goes down, and then you sit with the hope it's going to come up.
Yeah.
And it might come up, it might not, it might come up in an hour, but how long do you sit there? You can't then make it clean. It's not then clean. This way it makes it clean, doesn't it?
Yeah, we have been all there. And you can see some people on the group, they still not putting stop loss, and they blame themselves when they blow the account.
Yeah, because you wait and wait, don't you? You wait and wait for it to reverse, and it doesn't sometimes.
It's like one of our mentors says, sometimes we keep that on the hope, and we keep moving the stop loss, and then when we have profits, we just book TP1. What's the point of it?
After 7 hours.
You need to have your discipline.
Yeah. Definitely, it's a funny.
Right, I'm just about caught up with you now, guys. So, new technology, power cuts, and all the rest of it today. Good God! So the best behind me is everything that was on my desk to try and put this new iMac up. But what a fantastic rise this morning from the bottom again. This situation whereby Asia takes it down and Europe takes it up, right?
Yeah. It's repeating itself.
Well, this is a pattern that just repeats, isn't it, all the time? That's all that happens all the time.
Yeah.
signals are good as ever.
Yeah, we are in profit.
That's what we want to see.
That's the main goal.
That's the main goal. Exactly. Well, that's the only goal, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. At the end of the day, the only goal is to make money.
that's
Yeah.
it.
It's not complicated, is it?
No, not at all. When you have the strategy and you keep doing over the same thing,
Yeah.
then is where you can get the results that you want.
Well, as we were saying the other day, whether you have a job or whether you have your own business, you have a role to fulfill, don't you?
Yeah.
Right? And so that role is, whatever it may be, is something that you get experienced at. The more you do, the more experience you have. And you keep doing the same thing over and over, don't you? You just get better at it.
Yeah,
Yeah? So as you get better at it, you get pay rises.
that's it. The same in trade.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you get pay rises, and so which is the same as making more money in business, the better you get. So it's not difficult to think of it that way, is it?
Yeah,
But you wouldn't suddenly start driving differently, or you wouldn't start suddenly doing your job differently. You'd get better at it all the time. Right? You know, we've been. This is the end of the second week that we've done this this YouTube live, right?
Yeah.
You know, and we've got better and better and better at doing this over the last 2 weeks. Yeah, and one of the things that I didn't have was I didn't have this big screen because the other one doesn't have a speaker on it or a camera, sorry. So yeah, it disrupted half an hour, 40 minutes. It's taken me a couple of hours to sort this out this morning, but it's done, right? So now I've got this, I can see that chart. I actually don't need a separate screen for it. You know, so it's just making improvements. Sometimes you have setbacks like I did this morning because I'm able to join you for 30 minutes, but it's done, right? You know, there, I can see you now. You're on this 24-inch beautiful screen. I can see the chart. So the idea of having a different screen for a chart actually has been negated by just the size of the screen. So there's only two other things that I need to see, which is the signals. Obviously, I have those because I'm in the community. And a place to place my trades. And that's
you can do that from your armchair.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And one of the results of what's gone on, obviously, like you have your household. So this iMac was sitting downstairs, and I've got an iMac with this mini with the independent screen, so hence no camera on it because I didn't need it at the time. So this was sitting downstairs. So now my partner just trades off her laptop. She said, I actually haven't used the iMac for months and months and months. I said, okay, great. So the beauty of trading off your laptop is it's big enough to be able to see everything properly, but it's small enough to be portable, isn't it? That you can take it anywhere.
Yeah.
So whether it's in your armchair, whether it's on your kitchen table, whether it's, you know, in a hotel, wherever that is, you can trade.
I change rooms every day, and as you know, I also go over to look after my son's dog. So I don't just change rooms. I decide which room in the house I fancy sitting in at the time. That's how I do it. Which chair I want. And as you know, I look after my son's dog, which is half-hour journey. I take my iPad and my phone and I sit there.
Yeah.
It's as easy as that, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this find your way as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And make that comfortable, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, you would buy, if you were a tradesman. I mean, we've had sparkies, we've had plasterers, we've had plumbers, in the house this week, they've all got their own tools, haven't they?
Yeah.
So, the tools of your trade are a decent laptop, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and perhaps a decent phone,
Mm.
a decent internet.
Yeah.
We had awful trouble trying to get fibre into the house because there's a dirty, great big shed that sits by the side of the house where the wire comes in.
Okay.
Right, it's been there ever since when we bought the house. The phone lines came in through there, and then a couple of times, BT have been to install the fibre cabling and said no, we can't do it because of this. So, and the shed is too big to move. So, so it's Then what I did was I actually went, and there was a bit of gap between the house and the shed. So I used a jigsaw and I cut a whole piece out the side of the shed so that you could pull the wire through the floor, put it in, and then I stuck these bits back in with glue. so we could get decent speeds on internet, but they're true tools of the trade, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't looking for a job with BT, were you?
No, I wasn't looking for a job with BT, no.
to show them how it could be done.
Well, that's the bit that they obviously don't do they? They need
Yeah.
a ready-made solution, don't they, in terms of where they are.
Yeah. To think outside the box and try and find a solution it doesn't seem to go with the training thought of many operatives, does it?
Yeah.
But there are many
Sometimes
people, many organisations that want you to have everything ready. So we're talking to a wardrobe company at the moment. So the way they operate is that they want your wardrobes removed and everything prepped ready for them to go in.
Yeah.
Whereas the guys here behind me that did these bookshelves, right, how many lights do you want? We want, oh yeah, fine, no problem at all. We'll drop the cables.
Yeah.
So it's just different companies work different ways.
Yeah.
I know which one I'd rather have.
But then we make that choice, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you will always, you ask 2 or 3 people, the chances are you'll find the person you want to work with.
Yeah. So our trader's out of the office, so won't be here for a little while, so we won't be receiving any signals. So we manage our own trades, we manage our own signals. You can see that the market's rising. So what I would suggest we do, that came in at 7:39.
Yeah.
It's now 8:43, so about an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
So you won't be receiving any more signals for now. So the thing to do whilst you do this is that if that market repeats itself, and I would suggest it's not doing that even just by looking at the pattern, that you either enter your own trades or don't enter any trades at all. What do you think? Excuse me, guys.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Bless
That's
you.
the way we go, right?
Yeah. I think
What do you do in these
like
cases,
our
Matthias?
like I was saying today, today is a bonus for most of us because if we are doing the signals every day, you're reaching your target every day. Friday will be the bonus because we all reach our targets.
Yeah.
And then if it's a bonus, don't overtrade, don't overdo it. It's just wait for the next signal. Look, TP3 and over. If you have a runner here, you can keep the runner running. Or you can just put your stop loss to break even and wait for the next signal. We had a smashing morning as well. If you start early morning with us, of course, if you are not on the group, you need to be on the group to get the signals from 5 a.m. onwards. Just reach out to us to be on the group and you will have those signals for free 24 hours.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying here is from 5 o'clock in the morning, we had signals. You could be out of the market today at 8 a.m.
Yes.
And you don't need to overtrade. You don't need to overdo it. Of course, people like me and Gun, we can be 24 hours on the market. We don't care. We want to be billionaires. But like I say to you, it is up to your targets. Like me, I don't mind to stay on the market. It doesn't stress me at all. It's my
Yeah.
full-time job. I make that my full-time job. If I need to stay 8 hours, 10 hours, I don't mind. But you
Yes.
don't need to. That is the beauty of it. You can decide. You can have a break. I'm saying that, but I'm not like 24 hours on the market. I'm human being. We using the lives to be on the trade is more than enough as well. But I
Yes.
want you to understand is plenty of opportunities. Don't keep chasing the market. Don't keep overdoing it. Like now we are nearly on 90. That
Yeah.
will reach. And if you still have runners, you can still booking more profits.
Yeah.
But don't overdo it. Is making
That's the
your
key, isn't it?
targets. Yeah, I think so. Making your targets and be grateful for your piece of cake and enjoy it. Enjoy your journey.
Yeah. I think what you've said there, Matthias, that you've now made this your full-time business, and that's not always easy to transition. But
Yeah.
at some stage, we've all done it.
Yeah.
You know, Cole quit her job, just handed a notice in, made a decision, said in 3 months' time, I'm going to do this, right?
Cam was saying don't. You
Sorry?
even said, do you remember I still have the message where you said to me, do you have to hand it in now? I said yes, because I had to make that decision.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want to. You have to at some stage make a decision, make it final, and then you've got to have the strength to keep doing, keep showing, keep doing it, because you have to, don't you?
Yeah. You clearly need was the right thing for you to do.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like I'm always wary. Excuse me, I'm just trying to adjust my chair because my sitting position is still not right with this new setup. I think the thing is you have to be careful in life. You got to think, you know, what's coming down the road. Now, it was clearly the right thing for you to do, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And that was to quit your job, etc. But you can do it over time. You don't have to do it instantly, right?
No,
It
not
doesn't
at
have
all.
to be something that's done straight away.
Not at all. And it depends on your situation, your circumstances, and you have to know yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
absolutely.
you? You have
I've
to.
really buggered my chair up now.
You're not, don't fall off on the screen. Do not.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm just gonna wear this out around. I'll just bear with it. It's in the normal place. So yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, you can work it out. It's not that difficult.
No, you consider your situation, your circumstance. You know yourself. You have to know yourself, and even when you know yourself, you still keep learning about yourself daily. You just do, you know, because situations come along that make you think about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what you thought you might do, and then something happens, and it's different. Okay, so you're getting an update now on the...
Yeah. That will be 3 updates, 3 TPs.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our trader boy's back.
Yeah. TP3 plus 140 pips.
Amazing morning. Amazing way to finish a week.
Yeah.
It's gone above 4690 as well now.
Yeah, 91 now. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I have...
Go on.
Yeah. If I have runners, that will be my TP5.
Yeah. And this is, Matthias, you know, what we were talking about, you know, you don't have to get the screens all day and all the rest of it. You know, be at the cold face, as it were, as much as you need to be, achieve your daily percentages, because the market doesn't really stop bar an hour on the weekends. So it is very addictive. But at the same time, don't do 10 minutes and expect to be a millionaire next week.
Yeah.
So
It's
one
like
of the
a-
reasons
is
we chose not to go live on a Friday afternoon is because we think that you've got 4.5 days. By about lunchtime on a Friday, we really want to be wrapping up in terms of not putting any more trading in, right? And beautiful little graph. I don't know whether you want to put that up, Matthias. Yeah, buy limit gold 46.96, 46.63 area, TP 46.72. Yeah, so we're at 46.90. So there's some buy limits that you can put in. Or is that something that's already gone by?
now is just the update. We don't have buy limits now.
Got it.
It's just the update of the last one.
Just explaining what the trades were, right?
Yeah, I will share that as well. Then everyone can see that.
So that's a type of 46.90 hit, 320 pips.
It's what we have on the screen, by the way, but it's in another way.
Yeah. So you don't need to be, sat at the screen all day, every day for 24 hours a day. Life doesn't work that way, and nobody can. We're all human beings. So just summarizing now some of the trades: 320 pips hit, 240 pips hit. If your entry wasn't quite as good, that might be 230 pips or 300 pips instead. And we were at a webinar the other day, Matthias and I, where the presenter was saying that these kind of results, you don't get them because every time you're going to profit, you get scared and you take the profit at 2 pips, 10 pips, 5 pips. That's also okay because you might be just beginning, right? This is very, very experienced trading, somebody that's been trading for a number of years, not somebody that's been trading for a day. So, we're all in a different place, and whichever place you're at, that's the place you're at. It doesn't matter, right? You don't need to be competing with anybody other than yourself. Be the best version, the best trader you can be yourself. And that's the way to do this.
Yeah, we always touch on that point. Don't compare yourself because everyone is in a different stage in life, and that's it.
100%. 100%. So we're up to the hour mark that we've been alive now. So it's really interesting in terms of what goes on with the market overnight, as I was saying, and then it seems to drop overnight over the last couple of nights, and it seems to pick it up during the daytime. Obviously, it's very much dependent on what's going on with the conflict right now. The oil price, very sensitive, and that seems to be the only factor that's driving the price up and down. What do you think, Matthias?
The same. We just need to be mindful. We don't have big news some days, but even though we need to be mindful with the conflict, everything can happen as well. And as you can see, we have a lot of education behind of our channel. It's not only the signals. If you want to learn more and want to have the updates live, of course, we are here live. We try to give some updates and give you the signals. But if you want to have that on your phone and be able to copy all the signals like we are doing now, you have everything there. Just reach out to Khan, reach out to me. You have Khan's number on the bottom. You have the QR code. There's a lot of ways to get in touch with us. Just do that step and you'll be able to get the same updates as the education behind it. Sometimes we have videos explain what we are doing. Sometimes we have audios, and right now the trader is telling us what to do on that situation. We already reached TP3. We can go and book partials on those points, 46.90. That was another runner, another TP4 if you want to say that. And then that is the big picture. You can have all the feedbacks, all the updates, and then you have results like that, TP3s and TP4s. And you will learn how to do it by yourself. And we will be here to support you and to teach you how to do that as well.
Want to add anything to that, Govan? Are you busy?
No, I absolutely. We had this conversation today about the learning curve, and I'd asked Matthias to just go through on the chart about the structure. So this afternoon, when we don't have the live session, I can just look at the structure to see what Matthias was showing me, just to get an understanding, you know. It can't get easier, can it, if you've got brilliant signals coming and you just learn that navigation through your teachings. It's great. It's a great thing.
Well, there's a couple of things, isn't there, in life that are really, really important, and health and money are two of those. And you don't really want to leave either of those for somebody else to manage.
Can't hear you again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
And,
Maybe you had a call or something that will trigger your audio.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, you don't really want to be leaving your health and your wealth to, somebody else to be in charge of those.
Yeah.
Because they're too important, right? I think you just need to
Absolutely.
I think she needs to leave and come back.
Yeah,
she learned how to do that already.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Because
so if you can manage it yourself, if you can add, and never ever think about 1% or 2% in terms of it's only 1%, 2%, because it's only 1%, 2% on the day. That doesn't mean that it's 1% for the year or 1% for the month, unless you don't do anything.
Yeah.
We spoke to Simeon,
You've got to show up and do something.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
We spoke to Simeon yesterday, and he was talking about 30 or 40 pounds. And again, £30 would take the lower of those figures. Yeah. Over 10 days, it's £300 over 20 days. And I always refer to 20 days. What I'm talking about there is that we work Monday to Friday. Generally, there's 20 days in a trading month. There could be 22, 23, but it averages out about 20 days. And then you've got the bank holidays and Christmas and all the rest of it. And, you've got about 240 days of trading in a year. And that's where you want to base it. Might be a few days more, might be a few days less. So don't be telling me, Cam, there's that many days, because that's not the point. The point is there's about 240 days. So if you're adding £30 a day, that's £600 every month. That's £7,200 a year.
Yeah.
Right? And that would be a very, very good part-time wage for somebody that worked 10, 12 hours a week. But of course, at the end of the year, you've got £7,000 more to trade with.
Yeah.
Which is probably more than you started with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kuwant is the proof of the patience is working.
But
she is on the lower lot size and she doubled her account in 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah.
I do think, or I wonder whether my glass has always been half full. I've never looked at anything with, when they say there's people that look at if their glass is half full or half empty. My way of looking at life has always been glass is half full. And I think because I don't even understand of the theory that somebody has that it might just be 1% a day, but that's 1% a day, so you've got 5 days, so that's 1% for each day.
It's 20% a month.
Even if we want to look at the bare minimum of 1% a day.
Yeah.
Even if you did 0.8% a day as a gain, but you're doing it every day for 5 days, it's more. So I
well, we've got our copy trading, which is averaging 0.59 a day. It's 80% up on the month. Right, so Yeah, so literally 0.5% a day
Yeah.
is 80%. It's
Yeah.
10%. 0.5% is 10% a month.
Yeah.
Right? 0.6% a month will double your money in a year. The rule of 72. Look it up. Right? The rule of 72 is how long does it take
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
double my money?
Yeah.
And if you can do 6% a month, you will double your money every single year. Warren Buffett, the greatest investor in the world,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
only did 19% a month. Yeah?
Yeah.
And that again, 19%, if you take 20 trading days, works out
Yeah.
about 1% a month.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think you really need to get caught up in any of that, apart from
No.
not to be
No.
greedy and don't have ridiculous expectations of
Yeah,
how
no.
quickly you want to
Yeah.
get rich.
Yeah.
So those
think
days
so.
of us,
Yeah, it's not coming in desperation. It starts slow and grow over time.
Yeah. Yeah. You start work for somebody, they don't give you a bonus on the end of your second day, do they? They see
but
what
they don't.
you
Well, you have to work the month before they pay you. So they
Exactly.
don't pay you the month's pay on the day on the first
exactly.
day, do they?
So
Right?
yeah. So I don't. So it whatever as long as you walk away with some money at the end of the day, and yes, you've got to put the effort into learning it and the time.
It's a mindset game, isn't it? It's a mindset
But you've got to
game.
put the effort and the time in. It's not going to happen if you're not here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can't.
So what's working for
Is-
you, cool one? What's your journey like? It's the end of the week. What's your journey been like, and how long have you been at this?
It's been a really good, steady journey, and because I am still learning, and there's lots to learn. So I had watching the movement, the market movement. Monday and Tuesday were kind of more where the market was moving a little bit faster, but steady enough for a newcomer. And then Wednesday, it seemed to take a turn of its own. So I literally just changed my lot size because of the movement on Tuesday night was quite dramatic, wasn't it? For how Monday and Tuesday had gone, so later in the afternoon, it was quite dramatic. So I adapted, and if you can't, but we would do that anywhere, don't we? Don't we do that at home in our everyday life as well? Something happens, you adapt, you work it round to fit you, don't you?
Well, there's a reaction. So that you have a changing situation. You react to that. You adapt, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes perfect sense to me.
It's the same that we would do in any given scenario of our everyday life, which maybe have nothing even to do with going to work, making money, making a living. We adapt because things happen, don't they? That are beyond our control. You decide, you plan in the morning to do something. You plan to go to the shops, but your car doesn't start. You adapt.
Yeah.
If you're able to walk to the shops, you walk. If the shops are too far, you make the decision you have to. And that might be, I actually don't need to go. You adapt in everything when something is put in your way from how you were planning.
Yeah.
That is the key.
Isn't it?
Oh, we are human beings. We adapt with everything.
Yeah.
And look, people live in extremely conditions like cold or hot, and you need to adapt with that as well.
Yeah.
And most of people in Brazil or in Spain, they ask me how you can live in England. The weather is raining all the time because I came from hot countries.
Yeah.
And we adapt.
Yeah. Yeah. You do.
Yeah.
You do. It's funny you saying that, because my train of thought has always been, You know, on a cold night when you get into bed, I thank whoever I'm thanking, because the people that don't have a bed to sleep in that night, I thank God that I have a bed to sleep in that night, and I'm not sitting in a shop window and I wonder how to help them. And the way I can help, and it's lovely, my children, my grandchildren do the same. Somebody's sitting outside, you go in, you bring them a meal, whether it's a sandwich, and I'll ask sometimes, do you have a preference of what sandwich? I'll go and get you some food. If it's cold, you know, the supermarkets have the machines as well now, don't they? Like a Costa machine that you can take a drink from. Because I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful for what I have. So if I can make somebody else's day this much better, easier, I'll try and do that. So we have a lot to be grateful for, don't we? And like you say, so you adapted from the hot to the cold.
Yeah.
Because there's still a lot to be grateful for. You wear 2 jumpers and you wear 2 pairs of socks.
You adapt, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And I think so that philosophy of life you have, if all of us adapt it will be amazing, because being grateful and have positive mindset, that changed your life.
it's how my parents were. It's all I know. So I'm always surprised, even now at 64, when people think differently. It just surprises me. It's all I know, and my children are the same. But that's exactly how my parents were.
We try to educate the kids with that mindset. Be grateful for what you have. Be positive. Positive mindset will help you to get through life easily.
Yeah.
And sometimes they are complaining. Then we try to, you complain about that, but you have that.
Yeah.
Be grateful.
Yeah.
Be positive.
Yeah. Matthias, years ago, when my grandchildren were very young, I started about 7 years ago. They were given, say they're given £50 each for Christmas. They choose a gift, but they can't spend all £50. Their gift can be £25, £37, whatever, what they want. But the rest they have to give to a chosen charity. I've been doing that with my grandchildren for about 8 years. And it's fantastic. They choose the boys choose always a homelessness charity for teenagers, people their age, young as they are. And the younger one, she always chooses animal charities.
It's beautiful,
But it's really funny. They have absolute choice. They're not given a target. It must be £20. They can choose what they want. And naturally, it's really nice that they don't spend £49 on themselves and say, we'll give one to charity. They don't do that because of whatever their mindset. I don't discuss that. I just say that's their money, but they cannot keep it all because they have to share it with somebody else who could do with some help. And it's wonderful to see. It's really good to see. And they send their, even when they were younger, with their own email address to the charity, so they get a direct thank you from the charity and an acknowledgement.
Amazing.
But it does, so it does make me laugh that my granddaughter always chooses the animal charities, and the 2 boys always choose the, somebody their age, the homelessness for young people, etc. So, yeah.
That's wonderful.
Amazing.
Well, they have
life skills, right?
Yeah,
life skills.
Yeah.
And we're talking about yesterday, talking with the contractors about young people not getting up, giving up their seats for elderly and pregnant women, etc. That doesn't really seem to happen anymore, and it's such a shame because it's such a beautiful part of our culture in this country that we do give up our seats voluntarily. We don't even need to be asked. and but that's all family life, isn't it? It's what you're teaching your children and your grandchildren now about, isn't it? That, you know, look, there is always somebody worse off than you. You know, share a little bit of your good fortune, and, you know, treat other people as you want to be treated as.
Yeah.
And I think I was talking to you about the Sikh gentleman that started off as a toilet cleaner and now owns the franchise for the whole of Canada. And they said, "What's the secret?" He said, "There's no secret." He said, "I just, all my staff, you know, this is say, treat the clients that we have in the way you want to be treated."
Yeah.
And I had my wife's car MOT'd, and he said, "Cam, you're not going to like this." He said, all four had the tyres on the car need replacing, they're worn out. So I said, "Okay, fine, no problem. Yeah, I'll get that done." He passed it. And he said, "They're not gone, as in gone, but they need replacing." I said, "Okay." Which is a bit unfortunate because the previous week he told me that the 2 tyres on my Tesla needed replacing. So it was a big bill. Right? So I had the tyres on my Tesla replaced, no problem. Went and took the BMW in. I said to the guys, "Could you just check, please, whether all 4 of these tyres need replacing?" And he said, "No, Cam," he said, "you need 2 of them replacing, the front ones. But he said the back one's probably got 4,000 or 5,000 miles before they need replacing." The 4,000 or 5,000 miles is interesting because that's about all the mileage she does in a year.
Yeah.
So the reality was that the lazy MOT guys said, "Oh yeah, don't need doing." The tyre guys said, "No." Right? So, and I think that was a bill of probably about £800 or £900 for all of that, instead of £1,200 or £1,300.
Yeah.
So now I think less of the MOT guys than I do of the tyre guys, just because I said, "Oh, could you just
that's
check?"
how we make our judgments, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, the 4,000 or 5,000 miles is all the miles that she drives in a year.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, isn't it, that how we get treated? You know, it's like now we've got some stuff going on. So this morning, the first thing Gareth said was, "We've got this colour switches out here because we couldn't find quite the ones that you wanted. They will be replaced." And I said, "That's great. You know, it's only a slight variation of the colour, but it's absolutely fantastic, right? In terms of what we're doing." So, excuse me.
Bless
you.
On holiday.
Bless you.
On holiday, I noticed some bathroom fitting in the bathrooms that we had in both hotels and go around Dubai. So I came back and said, "Hey guys, this would be really nice." I thought it was a really nice feature. So, and it needed wiring because it's electric driven. So he said, Karen said, "I got the Sparkies to put the cable down. If you change your mind," I said, no, we're definitely doing that. So, you know, even these little design changes, and this is what I was saying to you, Matthias, that it would be nice if we were here, because obviously you were going to let them in last week.
Yeah.
And, so it was fantastic. And you know, this is the ultimate, every problem solves itself. So we're getting back from Dubai on the 17th, which is a Friday night. They want to come and start work on the 15th, which is Wednesday. Right? So we think, yeah, fine, no problem at all. But says, have the key, you know, if you just work from hours. And he says, yeah, no problem, right? No issues there. So I don't say anything to the builders. I don't say anything to them. I just think, right, they're coming on the 15th. You know, it's a 5-week job here.
Yeah.
And they've got teams booked, so I don't want to say to them, don't come till Monday. Because he might have contractors that are sitting up on the backside doing nothing for 3 days. So anyway, so he messages and how's it going? Are we ready to start on Wednesday? He said, actually, we've had a bit of a setback. This has happened. Would it be okay if we started on Monday?
Perfect.
Matthias doesn't have to sit in my house for 2 days. I don't have to wonder what they're doing. They're going, oh my God, we're supposed to be there on the 15th. We're not going to be there till the 20th.
Yeah.
Every problem kind of sorts itself out if you leave it to do it.
But it does. It does.
But then you adapt as well. You had that situation. How we can adapt? We can ask Mateus.
Yeah.
And then I need to adapt as well. I need to go to, you know, it's all Yeah.
But that is what life is about. Each day of ours, we do. You know, each day of ours, we do.
But then at the same time, so that's a problem that I had that I didn't need to worry about because it didn't occur.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we had the solution, which is great.
Yeah.
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 But it was a problem that I didn't need to be worried about. And
Yeah.
that's the whole thing of human beings, isn't it?
Yeah.
We worry about problems that never occur.
Yeah.
So
yes, we do.
So what kind of a week have you had if you add up the percentages, Cold Want?
So it was 3%, 6%, 2%, and 1%. Because yesterday, as you know, I was off. I had a day off.
Yeah.
So that's how it's been. And today I started late again. I did take a hay fever tablet again last night.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning and I looked at the time, and I deliberately have to tell myself, because I'm not a sleeper, if I had told myself last night I have to wake up, I would have woken up without an alarm.
Yeah.
So when I woke up at 6:30, half an eye, for a minute, Cam, I thought it was 8:34, and I shot out of bed. I literally shot out of bed, and it was 6:34 because I thought, oh my God. So no, it's a good day. So 3%, 6%, 2%, 1%.
So what is that for the week?
Do I add all the percentages up?
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah, 3, 6, 2, 3, add 6, 9, 10, 11, 12% so far.
Brilliant.
It's like your eyes are on the ear, isn't it? Half of it.
Yeah.
So so according to my FX book, I've done 8.27% this week so far.
Yeah.
And I'm 99% up on my account for the month.
Yeah. Matthias said today that yesterday he's exceeded this month's, didn't you, by yesterday?
Yeah.
So today is Matthias's bonus.
Yeah.
That's a bonus. Yeah.
So I think we've got another week of trading for this month, if I'm not mistaken.
It's next week, 27, 28, 29.
It's a week today, the
30.
1st of May.
It is, yeah.
The first will be Friday.
Yeah.
We've got 4 days of trading,
Yeah.
and I've doubled my money this month.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right? So bear this in mind, and this is what your trading journal and your planning should be. So then you know that the 4th of May is Bank Holiday Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a short trading week.
Mm.
Yeah? Although the markets are open, we won't be here.
Yeah.
Because we want some time with our families and we want to have some time off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Because that's what you do it for.
Yeah.
So I think that's and it's just a little bit of forward planning, because I always think, right, how many trading days are there this month, how many are there next month? And sometimes we get 5-week trading months, and sometimes we get 4-week trading months for obvious reasons. So sometimes we have 20 days of trading, sometimes we have 23, sometimes 25. So it's fantastic, because every 3 or 4 months we get an extra week of trading, which is marvelous, because it means that we can make more money, right?
That's it. Yeah.
Quite simple, really. So it's the 24th today. We've got 4 trading days next week, and then it's the 5th. It's the 1st of May, and then we've got a short trading week, and then of course we've got a short trading week at the end of the month as well.
Yeah.
Because there's a holiday on the 25th.
The 2
But if you then
holiday.
look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got exactly 4 weeks next month. So we'll have 28. We'll only have 18 trading days if you count next Friday as part of April. That's your 4th. That's your Friday. So in May we'll have 18 trading days, as opposed to sometimes we have 22, 23. So just bear that in mind in terms of where you're trading, and it should be done like that. It should be done on a daily basis. How many days have I got to trade this week? You might have an appointment. I went to a funeral yesterday, and life happens, right? Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I had traded because I did the morning session with these guys. Had traded yesterday morning, so I'd made a few percent. That's fine, right?
Yeah.
And then you're not worried in the afternoon because your trades are closed, etc. Yeah. It doesn't matter what happens in the market. You don't care. Yeah. Take your profit, get out of your trades, close it down, and you've got something to do. Whether it's pick your kids up from school, or drop them off, or help a parent, help yourself, go on an appointment, whatever it is. So you can, with the beautiful thing about what we do in terms of how often and how long over the trading day the signals come through, is that you can plan your day. You can get, if you want to trade for 6 hours a day, and which is really, I think, what, especially at the beginning, what you should build yourself up to. You should build yourself up to about a six hour day of trading, right?
Yeah.
That's probably 3 to 4 hours shorter than the work that you would be doing if you're employed by somebody. So you're there for 8 hours. You have an hour for lunch. That extends it to 9. You have some travel this end, and you have travel that. So somewhere around about 10 hours is probably what you spend, traveling or working. And if you work from home, perhaps you log on and pretend you're working and you're not. Right, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not into any of that nonsense. Yeah, because the only person you're cheating is yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a short-term remedy because there's somebody there that's banging it out, and he or she's the one that's going to get promoted, and you're the one that's going to get fired eventually. Right?
Yeah.
So I don't believe any of that nonsense. Right? What goes around comes around.
And it's a very obvious thing to see and find out. It's very easy. You're either doing your job or you're not. Okay,
Prepare
so
to buy, guys.
Signal.
Prepare for a buy. Here we go.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look. The range. I'm copying that now. That's on the stage now. We have the entry points.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got your entry. You got your
Everything is set up.
Yeah, you got your range.
And we're sharing here as well. If you want to enter on that trade, is on the range. If you want to have the signal the same time we are having that, sometimes I will be late to post it. You can join us for free.
Yeah, but we have no obligation to post it in time, right? It's not what that's not what we're here for, right? We obviously
I'm trying to copy the signals as well.
I'm going to say we want to put our trade in before we can do this, right? Which is the priority.
Yeah. That's what I will do now. From now on, I will put my trade first, then I share with you guys.
Yeah. So, like we said, it looks like is it out of range now? It's gone. No, it's still in range.
No, it's still in the range.
Yeah.
Still in range. So you could take those. Yeah. TP1's 97.
Yeah.
TP2's 01. TP3's 06. And there's an open TP. You got SL at 88.
Yeah.
So it's dropping now.
It's dropping, yeah.
Yeah. So if you went in, you should have your stop loss in.
Mm-hmm.
And again,
Always.
I'll reiterate that people talk about, they can't get into the market. This is a perfect example of, the people that got in early are not getting an entry as good as the ones that have just waited and sat and thought about things.
Absolutely.
Right? So speed or getting the signal right on the entry point where you think, oh no, I get it a few seconds later. It doesn't really matter. It's not an issue. It's a non-issue, and you're just using it for nothing. Your focus is wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. So patience is the key.
Yeah. So now, if you've entered, it's a waiting game now, right? If you've entered, whether you've taken 1 layer, 2 layers, or 3. As I said to you, I had a massive technology failure this morning, so I'm not trading at all. I'll sort that out after the call. And market's now rising. 91, 92. So we're looking for 97 as our TP1.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you see profits, if you're happy with that, just book your profits.
Yeah, always good, always good. We're about 30 minutes to go. I'm going to grab some water whilst you guys are watching this trade. So excuse me for a few minutes.
I have 2 entries on that one, and if it goes to stop loss, we'll go to stop loss.
Yes.
It's there to protect me. And went to my stop loss, that one.
Yes. Yeah. I had 2 as well, and it reached the
and
stop.
That is part of the game, guys.
Yeah.
Stop loss. It's absolutely fine. Don't trade with emotions. We will reach stop loss time to time, but we have more profitable trades than stop loss.
Yeah.
That's the main goal.
Yeah.
And like Khan was saying, if you don't rush your entry, you can always have a better entry as well.
Yeah.
That means if you go to stop loss, you have less. Instead to lose 60 pips on that one, you could lose 30 pips, 20 pips. That went 100%. To stop loss, Khan, the last one.
Is that hit stop loss? Okay.
Yeah. It's part of the game. I was explaining, and we're just waiting for the next signal now.
Yeah. This chair's going to take more to fix. I'll put a lever, it just drops straight down. It won't get up now. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? You hit stop loss, so what?
Yeah. We wait for the next.
That's what it's there for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, zone failed on the trade.
Yeah.
So we've got a nice graphic explaining it. Matthias, if you want to put it up, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm putting that up now.
There you go. So where it was supposed to go, just didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you said, the zone failed.
Yeah.
Failed means that all the institutional order flows and all the mechanical trading and all the facts and figures that we have, it's gone against that. And that's usually some kind of geopolitical thing that the market can't predict. So that's what's going on. But that's fine. It is what it is, and we move on, right?
That's it.
How does it make you feel when you hit a stop loss, Matthias?
Before I was like anxious or stressed, mix of emotion. But since I started to make that mechanical approach and do whatever I do all the time the same, I just feel, look, the stop loss is there for some reason, because that could drop all the way down and then could be 500 pips, and then I will lose even more.
Yeah.
And that's why the stop loss is there to protect me. When I have that mindset, I don't feel anything. Look,
No,
I will go to the next one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, A, that's what it's there for.
Yeah.
Yeah. And B, it's what protects your account, right?
Yeah. It's protect your account and is giving us information.
Yeah.
Where the market is heading now. It's just giving us information. We need to look at it as information and protection, and that's it.
Matthias, some time ago I had a graphic which somebody had done and put up, and they were saying that so 50s, 52s, 53s, wherever it's been, the next zone that it could come down to is 44s, 45s, which is, it's not quite there yet, but it could, another week of this conflict, we could be at the 44s, 45s. Right?
Yeah.
And they were saying that could stay there, and then the next zone could be 34, 35. So, a $2,000 drop from the peak. What are your thoughts on that? You think that's possible?
Nowadays, everything is possible with gold. We went to 5K, but yeah, it's like I said, we are trading. We're still on the up trending. We're still looking for longs. We're still looking for buys, but in other hand, the stop loss is for some reason. We never know when gold can drop like 2,000 pips, 3,000 pips again, and you don't want to be there. You want to have your stop loss.
Yeah, definitely.
You can imagine now if we go to 45.
Yeah.
We are at 47, around 47. If we go to 45, 44, we are talking about 2,000 pips, 3,000 pips. And if you don't have the discipline to put your stop loss, you blow your account.
Yeah.
You cannot survive 2,000, 3,000 pips.
No.
And that's the interesting part, isn't it? That as traders that trade the price action, that you are in and out, that you're not really holding anything long term. And if you do, it's got to be the most amazing entry and all the rest of it and everything else, right?
Yeah.
And so you've got to kind of think about your overall strategy as to where you're going. So, I've been in a 100 pip drawdown on my 6666 trade.
Yeah.
So it's a case of thinking about, well, do I really need to be hanging around for this, or should I get rid of it with a bit of profit?
Yeah.
It doesn't, and it makes no difference, if you've got money in the game, and and sometimes you just want a clean slate. You don't want those runners to be there.
Yeah.
And so, these are the decisions to be making, but it comes from looking at this like a business rather than a day job.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you get your strategy sorted out, and that's what you need. Yeah. So it's all the time. You're learning all the time. You're growing all the time, right? And that's the key to all of this.
That's it.
Yeah. Be in it.
And
for the
we
long
learn
term.
every day.
Yeah. Be in it for the long term. Think about where you can be in 2, 3, 4, 5 years' time, not next week.
I'm
Yeah.
just
Right.
watching that chart structure.
Mm-hmm.
It's just interesting to see.
On what time frame?
Cool ones?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, on what
Yeah.
time frame are you watching it?
Okay. I was saying I'm just watching the chart structure.
On what
It's-
time frame, Kulwant?
I don't think so. She's
No, I don't think
hearing
she can hear
us.
us.
Let me. Hang on.
Yeah, sometimes we have those glitches, and
Yeah.
sometimes when you are on the same device, you receive a call that can trigger as well.
So what Kulwant's talking about, a chart structure, is looking at the highs and the lows, and you can look at it over any time frame, up to 12 months or
Can
even
you hear
more.
me now?
Yeah. we
Yes.
can hear you now.
I could hear you.
Yeah. What's the time frame that you're looking at? And to be honest with you, are you looking at it on your phone?
Cool ones?
Okay. You can't.
No, she
you
cannot
can't see
hear
chart
us.
structure on your phone, right? I can
No,
tell you that.
it's better to have a monitor to
Right.
it.
It's next to impossible to see any patterns. You need to have a decent size 12, 13 inch screen, or bigger, obviously the better, but you need to have a laptop sized screen to be able to look at the chart structure. So, you can look at the highs and lows over any number of time period that you choose. For our purposes, we might need a month, but beyond that, not really. So I tend to look at the day and the 4 hour, and then you can squash it up and get much more. And if you look at that over, so I've got the day, I've got it going back to. Let me just get that. Get rid of these pop-ups. So just gone back to December 24, a couple of years, and the price was at 2,500 basically. And that's why we talk about the fact that it's a bull market. There's corrections and pullbacks. So in October 25, price was at 4,200. Then it fell back to 3,900. Fell back a couple of $100. Then of course, in January, it's up there at 5,500, 5,600, there or thereabouts. So it's falling back now. So it's a pullback. And if you think about 5,500 and 4,600, so roughly $1,000.
Yeah.
So that's a pullback or a correction of about 20%. So it's not a collapse by any stretch of the imagination, right? So that is healthy. That's really very, very healthy. Nothing can just keep doing that. But the fact that it hasn't collapsed, Bitcoin went from $140,000 to like $60,000 or 65. There's literally a 50% correction, call it whatever you want to call it. Doesn't really matter what label you want to attach. So it hasn't done that. 20% is nothing, right?
Yeah.
Especially from the year that it's had. So if we look at we look at last year, I'll tell you. So the price at the beginning of last year was $1,700, and it peaked at 5,700. So double is 3,400, and add another 700 or 1,700 for 200%. So 34, 44, about 5,000 is 200%. So like 250, 260% is what it did last year. So it would be natural not to hold on to all of that.
Yeah.
And you can only see that if you look at it on the bigger time frames.
I'm just going to make another cup of coffee, guys.
Okay. And
Okay.
so it's just, this is the ebb and flow of the market, and it does do this. And is it on its way up to a further correction of 3,400, 3,500? My personal view is no. That would be a 40% drop. It could happen, could be wrong, but I don't think so. I think as soon as this conflict is done, we're on for another all-time high.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm on the same position as well.
Yeah, the day they announce a permanent ceasefire, you got $5,000 gold.
Yeah.
Right? The only thing that will hold it back from doing that is US interest rates. Right? If they start going up, then that's a dampener on what's going on with gold. So the day the ceasefire's declared, I think we've got, depends where we're at, obviously. But at 4,700, 4,800, we've got $5,000 gold that day. We've got the dollar collapsing and the world saying, breathing a sigh of relief. Oil dropping back to whatever. I don't really care about the oil price because it's not something that I'm concerned with. What do you think, Matthias?
Absolutely. Yeah. I still think over time we still uptrend. We still look for longs. And that is the key, is just holding there and keep placing the trades.
Yes.
And of course, we talked about, of course, we talked about that. Be mindful, use the strategy, protect yourself always, and that's it.
Yeah. And I think
have the big picture on your mind, and
that's exactly what I was saying, that although we're trading the minute and the 5 minutes, there's a bigger picture out there. And as your business develops, as you develop, and you develop your expertise on this, then you'll start looking at those things and start seeing the bigger pictures. Then you see different patterns and you see things in a different way to that. Oh my God, I lost £2. Oh my God, I lost £2 again. That's all it is, right? So look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of calls and messages from people saying, how come you only trade gold? Because that's what I want to specialize in.
Yeah.
Right? So if you go to a city desk, you will not have a trader trading 20 different stocks.
Yeah.
They'll be specializing in Apple or whatever it might be, etc., right? So, and they might be specializing in two. They might do gold and silver or a couple of commodities, but that's a team of people. So they'll have the head trader and he'll have a bunch of researchers, whether that's 2 or 20, it depends on the structure of the firm. But they will each of those people be specializing in a particular stock or commodity. So I'm an individual, so we specialize and we work with other people that are doing gold. So our trading team only does gold, right? There may be a day that we add something else, but the fact is we're not trading the asset itself, we're trading the option for the asset. So it doesn't really matter what we trade. The beauty of gold is it's so volatile, and that's what we need to make money.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. And gold is really nice, right? There's only so much of it. It's physical. You can buy the physical element of it. You can buy gold bullion. You can buy gold coins. And it actually relates to life. Gold is about 5,000 years old, and it survived everything. Survived the Romans. Survived, the British Empire. The Alexander the Great. It survived everything and everybody. So every currency, which is what money actually is, comes and goes. Yeah, the dollar has been prevalent for maybe 100 years. I don't know, maybe 120 years, whatever it is. America's only existed for 250 years, so it can't have been dominant on day dot. So at best, it's been dominant for maybe 158 years of where we're at. So post British Empire, it's probably the American Empire. Right? And then now, obviously, we've got people talking about de-dollarization, there's debasement of currency, there's the whole UK debt problem of 39, it's probably heading towards $40 trillion. How do they service that? We have our own debt problem. So those debt problems that exist in the world at this moment in time, no currency has survived those. So once it gets to about 85-90% of GDP, which basically means that the amount of money we owe we only make it's about 90% of what we earn in a year as a population. So the GDP of the UK, I believe it's around about 100% of our. I don't know whether it's over or under now, but America it's over, I believe, the 39 trillion or close to. So no currencies have ever survived. So there will be at some point in the future, whether that's 25 years down the road or 2 years down the road, a major reset, and another currency will take over what's going on here. So that's why the Americans are so afraid and talk about BRICS and China all the time, because obviously no currency that's been dominating, or an economy that's been dominating the world for so long, wants its position to be threatened. You don't want somebody else to be number one. But the Chinese and the Indians are really marching ahead, 7, 8, 10% GDP, whilst we in the West have got 2-3%, and we get 3-4%, and we start talking about the economy overheating and putting up interest rates to slow it back down, right? Which is, they came from a very low base, but they've got great populations, they've got great numbers, they've got young populations, we've got an older, a greying population. So all sorts of factors are coming into what we're doing. But when it comes down to it, there's the economy, then there's your economy, right? So the economy is this big thing where it's your country or it's the world. You can't do anything about it. Your own economy at home is the only one you can affect. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to affect our own home economies and really not give a rat's about what's going on outside, apart from how it affects the gold price. What do you think, Matthias?
Amazing explanation. And we have a lot of volatility in gold. It's not boring to trade. And that is another key factor as well. It's easy to get in, get out. Another pairs, sometimes you can stay days in the same trade, and we don't want that. We want to make profits and quicker. And that is the way as well. Gold has a lot of volatility. We can scalping more.
Yeah, great point, Matthias. So you can be stuck in a currency pair for days and days and days, and it just doesn't move to any degree. So if you're in a bit of a drawdown, you remain in the drawdown. If you're in a little bit of profit, okay, I suppose you can close it at any point. So, and it's probably 50-50 whether you're going to be making money or losing money, or, you're probably only stuck in it because you're losing money, because otherwise you'd get out of it if you're on a profit. So, and if it just doesn't pair, there's majors like so the biggest traded currency in the world is US euro. So that's the pair that has the highest volume. Then US against the yen is very, very, has a lot of volume in it. But some of the miners, like AUD CAD is a classic that people trade because they say it's slow. It's called, they're the miners. So it's a Canadian dollar against the Australian dollar. So two non-economy economies, they don't, there's not a lot of headlines about the Canadian dollar or the Australian dollar. So when you get into some trades with those that go against you, you're just stuck there for months. So then you're in drawdown, and then you can't put any more trades in. So hence, commodities like gold that are volatile are really good. Yeah, they do well, and so that's why we trade them. So we're about 10 minutes away from ending today's presentation. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching us anywhere, the best place probably is YouTube. And if you subscribe to the channel, then you get notifications of when we're live, so you don't have to wait for those. We won't be live this afternoon because, again, as I explained, we're believers in the fact that, today, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whenever it is, you should finish trading for the week, because the weekend, we don't know what it brings. And so usually what happens is there's some geopolitical event that's happened, especially with a war going on. So between Friday night and Saturday or Sunday, something happens. And that something's usually quite big. And there's a reason for that, because the government of the US or the administration will see that the markets are closed. So they can take loads of action, whichever way it is, without it affecting the market. So that's why attacks are usually launched on a Friday night or a Saturday. Yeah, because of those reasons. And that's what happens. So you'll wake up on a Sunday morning and this has happened, or this has happened. So because the market's then not reacting to it. So, but then obviously when the markets do open they react, and you don't really know, you can't predict which way to go. So number one thing is have your stop losses in and your TPs in, because you won't be able to move fast enough when the market opens, right? But it's, why not just not be trading? So I met a friend of mine recently. He doesn't trade on a Monday. You know, that's what works for him. So I said, why is that? You miss a whole day's trading. And he said, well, what I do is I start looking at the charts. And he trades by himself, doesn't take signals. He said, I trade, and he said, I look at the charts. So markets open on a Sunday night. Then by Monday night or Tuesday morning, when I want to start trading, I've got 24 hours, 36 hours of trading to look back at, so I can see what the trend of the week is going to be. So that's his strategy of how he trades, right? But he's at 1, 2, 3% a week, not 1, 2, 3% a day. So he can afford to do that because he wants to probably make 7, 8, 10% a month, right? And if he's happy with that, good luck to him, and it works for him. He's successful. You know, he trades, his wife trades, they do it as a full-time job, and they've taught several other people to do the same thing. So that's their philosophy and the way they do it. So they've found their one thing. So we need to find our one thing. So our one thing is following the signals, setting the stop loss, taking TP1 90% of the time, taking TP2 probably 60-75% of the time, and taking TP3. And as far as we're concerned, when the signal goes out, the trade's valid to TP1. After that, it's up to you what you do. All right. And as you get more and more experience, you'll be able to make more and more money. You'll be able to take more and more trades. Your account should be bigger and bigger and bigger. So you can increase the lot size without increasing the risk to your account, which means you can physically make more money. So starting at, £5, £10, look at that as a percentage of your account, not the amount of money that you have. Right? So if it's 1% on £100, it's only £1. Right? That might not seem like a lot of money, but the end of the week is £5, as Cole once says. At the end of the month, it's £20. That's 20% increase on your account. Right? And so those 20% would add up. In 5 months, it'd be £200 in simple compounding. Yeah, in 10 months, it'd be £300. So at the end of the year, you'll have about 350, probably about £400 to trade with, right? Then your 1% becomes £4, right? And that's £80 in the first month. So now you're probably rocking about £100 a month, right? So the following year, that's like £1,500. Still not a lot of money for most people, but the percentage growth is absolutely phenomenal, and the skills that you're picking up are amazing. For doing some time where you probably would have just been doom scrolling, or £100, which you probably could spend on half a night out. And that's why I love this business so much. Anybody can start it.
That's summed up really well.
Thank you. I have done it before.
Amazing.
It's not my first rodeo.
Yeah, no, but it's just summed up really well, like you said, you wait a month before you get paid when you join an organization. So what's the difference here?
Yeah, it's how
you see your profit, your daily earning every day at the end of the day. Whereas you don't see that till you get your wage slip at the end of the month when you're working for somewhere else.
I think it's always interesting, isn't it? And it all still comes down to mindset, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah, there's nothing else, is there? It's all mindset. That's all it is.
Absolutely. It's how we see the market outside. It's how a lot of people selling it. Lamborghini, rented Airbnb houses and things like that. And you need to be honest with yourself. You need to be grateful for what you're getting every day and grow it over time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that works. You know, it works in a certain environment. That, yeah. So as a kid, I used to cycle to the Mercedes showroom and go and sit in Mercs and all the rest of it. And I think I've had about 7 or 8 of them. I used to go and go to a BMW showroom and go and sit in those and collect brochures and put them up on my walls, and also all the rest of it as a kid. Right? You're dreaming, aren't you? And I remember I used to buy the Sunday Times when I was 15, 16 years old, and there used to be an advert in there of a kid standing in front of a Jaguar showroom, standing outside, and his bike parked by, a bit like I was, and he just said, "One day, son, one day," right? And so there are things, you should have a vision board, you should visualize yourself, right? Because that's the way to drive yourself forward. But the thing is, there's a process to get there. And that process is up and down, hard work. So dreaming is great. Looking at guys in Lambos, whether they're rented or not, doesn't matter. Still paid £2,000 to rent it. Yeah. Still paid a couple of £1,000 to rent that Airbnb, or still paid a couple of £100 or whatever, well, several £100 to go to Dubai and rent an Airbnb. And that's his marketing, right? And if you take it as that's his marketing or her marketing, then it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if it's then sold as, look, you can have this tomorrow, that's absolute BS. Because cheapest Lambo is about £250,000 now. Right?
Yeah.
Even the monthly is going to cost you £5,000.
Cam, all the roads round me are 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So unless it stays at Silverstone and then I travel 3 hours to Silverstone, it's no
But
good.
that's not the purpose, is it?
No,
I'm
I know.
in Mayfair regularly, and the cars there,
Yeah.
they want to travel at 10 miles
Yeah.
an hour because they want everybody to see you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but that's what it is. So, there's nothing wrong with it as long as it's healthy.
Yeah.
If that's what you aspire to, why not? If you want a Lamborghini, if you want a Ferrari, it doesn't matter what you want. Yeah, Pagani, yeah, Rolls Royce, yeah, anything. Why not? Go for it. Yeah. It's not where I am, but I'm at a different stage of my life to a lot of people. But I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with where I am. I want to consume less. Yeah, I want to have a smaller wardrobe. I want to have a car of more convenience. Yeah, because a little bit like Galant, I think, where am I going to go? And to be honest with you, my Tesla's probably faster than most Lambos anyway, right? So it doesn't really matter. And it doesn't look as stupid, and I'm at this damn sight more comfortable.
No,
so,
but
look,
we just had a signal before we closed the call, and I will not put that on. Yeah.
No, we're 2 minutes out, so
Yeah, I will not share that because then we cannot update.
Yeah, if you're watching this on the replay, we're here from 8 till 10 every morning for the London Open, and we're here from 1 till 3 every afternoon, except Fridays, which again, we don't think it's the time to be here, and then we want some time off as well, right? So I want to, I've got a meeting now. I've got 2 meetings now. One at 10 and one at 11:30, 12, and then I'm done for the day, and I'm done for the weekend, and that's how it should be, right?
Yeah.
So guys, we'll close that. Thank you so much. Thanks for
Thank you.
covering this.
Have a really good weekend.
Massive technology and nonsense failure, but we'll get there. So I'll give you a shout a bit later on, Matthias. We'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Yeah, see you Monday. Have a great weekend.
Take care,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Bye bye now.
You too.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.